of 2005, the culmination of yet another terrific season at the Barry High Banks in upstate Vermont. In the next few minutes, we'll take you behind the scenes at one man in particular that has made a racing dream of his brought to life. That person is Tom Curley. So stay tuned as we talk to fans, drivers, and Tom himself about what makes this promoting legend tick and what his plans are for the future of Thunder Road International Speedbowl. For Tom Curley and Thunder Road to be considered Promoter of the Year for 2004, it means to hold tight, well-run shows, keep drivers and fans happy and hungry for more, all at a respectable price. Tom is one promoter who strives to keep his racers on an even playing field and has been instrumental in low-cost, high-entertainment racing for decades. Tom, along with partner Ken Squire, have found a winning combination at one of the most successful operations in all of the United States.
Curley was a student at Norwich, and he would come over to Thunder Road, and it didn't take him long to decide he had to have a race car. And his race cars were not the most sanitary things ever built. But he had a lot of style. And there was no question that he really liked what he did, to the point where he tore up a lot of cars and he'd tear one up one week and come back with another and the next kind of thing. And he's very, very smart. He's very, very bright. And he's extremely honest. He's a hard man to compromise with, has been all of his life. Black is black and white is white. And he lives that way, and to find someone with that much belief in racing and those kind of values is pretty tricky. You know, most promoters aren't known to do anything but compromise and be conciliatory. And that's the worst thing you can do. You have to run by a set of rules, and you have to try very hard to make those rules stick, because that's the only respectful way you can make it happen.
Tom has a strong relationship with his competitors and treats everyone the same, regardless if they race Junkyard Warriors or ACT late models. Before every racing event, Tom holds his signature drivers' meetings, which are both entertaining and informative. Racing Senator Phil Scott shares his thoughts on Tom Curley.
Well, Tom has, I think everybody has somewhat of a love-hate relationship with Tom Curley. Sometimes you love him, and sometimes you hate him. They're like the Boston Red Sox, you know. Today we love him. 2 days ago we hated him. Tom rules with an iron fist. You don't agree with his judgment sometimes, but you have to appreciate what he's done for the sport. He really has saved short track racing in the Northeast in particular. And short track racing, I think, throughout the nation, because he's committed to Saturday night, Thursday night, whatever night it is, that type of racing. So he, through it all, he's come up with some things that work, some things that don't, but he's not unwilling to take a risk to make it work. And I think that's why we appreciate him. I think the spec engines in particular have saved the sport. He was willing to step out and try that. And same with the tires, the spec tires. I think that helped. Everything he's done has been to try and keep people, keep racing affordable, so that everybody can have a fair shot.
Phil Scott is one of the more popular drivers at Thunder Road and has a great deal of respect from his fellow competitors and the Thunder Road fans. A state senator, Scott captured the 1992 Late Model Most Improved Driver Award. He is a three-time Late Model Thunder Road King of the Road, capturing top honors in 1996, 1998, and 2002. Also in 2002, he earned the prestigious American-Canadian Tour Championship. He is second on the all-time career win list with 18 late model feature victories at Thunder Road and a 9-time winner on the Tour. Phil sums up his thoughts on Tom Curley.
But through it all, again, the good far outweighs the bad, and we wouldn't have racing here in the Northeast without him.
Thunder Road fans are some of the most loyal you will find anywhere in all of the United States. Tom Curley's low ticket prices and the promise of a 3-hour show often attracts crowds topping 5,000 on a Thursday night. Even a 5-hour rain delay won't keep the diehards from waiting it out high atop Quarry Hill. We caught up with one race fan on a sunnier afternoon who has been coming to Thunder Road for years.
I think it's a lot of little things, and many of them are intangible in a lot of ways. Thunder Road, Barrie, Central Vermont have always been race country. From the day they threw the gates open in 1960 to today, it's always been race country. And, you know, I travel all over the country to racetracks, and you can get down in the deep south, and yeah, they're rabid about their racing down in North Carolina and down there, but there are no race fans anywhere in the world that are more rabid about their stock car racing than they are right here in Central Vermont. I think also part of it is that Curley and Squire have never lost track of what's really important in this deal. And you go to a lot of tracks around the country, and they run time trials, and they start the fast cars up front, and there's no passing, there's no excitement, there's no action, there's no drama. And they wonder why they can't put people in the stands. Now, you know, racers being racers, it's human nature to want to make as much money as you possibly can in the easiest possible fashion, which means if I can start on the pole on Thursday night, lead every lap, have nobody come close to me and take the trophy, that's what I want to do. But Curley and Squire have always been smart enough to say, wait a minute. This is not first and foremost about the racers. It's first and foremost about the people that pay their $8 to come through that front gate and be entertained for 3 hours. That we need to move the show along, especially racing on a Thursday night. We can't have people here until midnight, or they're just not going to come back. It needs to be affordable. It needs to be entertaining. It has to be fast-moving, and we need to give the people a show. Making Phil Scott and Tracy Belrose and Jamie Fisher come from the back of the pack instead of the front of the pack is what brings those people in. And it's amazing to me that there are racetracks all over the country that are putting, you know, 800 or 900 people in the grandstand on a Friday or Saturday night, running a terrible show, poorly organized, slow moving. Every time there's a caution flag, it's 20 minutes of, you know, messing around before the green flies again. And when they look around and they've only got 800 people in the grandstand, they say, well, it's because there's a Winston Cup race on TV tonight and that's killing us. Winston Cup is not killing short track racing. Bad promotions are killing short track racing. And that's something that Thunder Road, Curley and Squire have always understood, that if you give those people their $8 worth, they're going to come back.
Jason LaFave, I don't think he's screaming. He's coming right back at him. Not bad for the rookie. He nearly drove it off the racetrack. Well, look out! Oh! No, you've got to be kidding me!
Oh, give me a yellow.
Oh, my heart! Yellow flag! Yellow flag!
That's as head-on as you're going to get.
Oh, my goodness!
You need a division out there for people to go, oh my God, did you see what that kid did? What a wacko. Or did you see that 5-car pileup? Or did you see that kid go end over end off the top of turn 2? And that's what the Warriors have brought back to the mix. It's a place where a kid with, you know, with a few $100s in his pocket that always wanted to run the road can get off his fanny cushion up on turn 4 and say, I'm going to build a race car. And I'm going to find out if it's really as easy as it looks. And you got a bunch of people that nobody's ever heard of just out there thrashing around and rooting and gouging and spinning and flipping and having a great old time and not spending a lot of money. And that's where the Warriors come in. They take themselves seriously, as they should. But the key to the deal is that nobody else takes them that seriously. They're the fun division, and hopefully they'll stay that way.
19 in the pit zone.
In 2003, Tom Curley started a brand new division at Thunder Road, a boneyard stock division he calls Junkyard Warriors. And the action has people coming back week after week, because you got to see it to believe it.
Oh, here we go again! Hello!
Woo-hoo! Yellow flag! Oh my Lord! Oh, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Whoa! How'd you do the infield? Keep going! Wow! Look out! Wow! To the top!
As we mentioned before, one of Tom's key components in a successful show is keeping the costs down for the racers. A few years ago, Tom implemented a brand new crate motor to be introduced to his headline late model division. Now, that crate motor is beginning to spread across New England in its entirety, and Tom has sometimes been credited for saving short track racing.
Seven, right there. Team 7. I think you may have it. Is it closed? No, right. We're going until we tie.
For Tom Curley and Thunder Road, 2005 has been a very successful year. The crowds came in droves at the final weekend, watching Patrick LaPearl take the Milk Bowl back to Canada for the first time in over a decade. And Thomas Michael T-Bone Curley offers his famous celebratory hug to the prestigious Milk Bowl's winners. Thousands of fans each week make the trek up Quarry Road to that little track nestled in the Green Mountains of Vermont. Not many tracks across the nation are honored to have their very own state governor in attendance. But once the engines have silenced, Tom's only worries are the latest scores on the Red Sox game. Reporting from Thunder Road in Barry, Vermont, I'm Jim Murdoch.
By the way, 7-1 in the 6th.
Really?
Well, it's only the 6th.
Still on pins and needles. We still got to bring the bullpen in.
Yeah, Cleveland lost.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
So we're in.
Yes. Yeah.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Everybody's a winner!